I'm 73 years old, and I'm about to tell you something that might genuinely upset you. Everything you think you know about getting older, about living a good life, about what truly matters, it's likely completely wrong. And the absolute worst part? The people who should have told you this, your parents, your teachers, society itself, they were either mistaken or kept the truth from you. You see, I spent the first 50 years of my life believing those exact same lies you probably hold on to right now. I truly thought I had it all figured out. I had built a successful career, owned a beautiful house, and earned the respect of my colleagues. But then, at 52, something happened that shattered everything I thought was true. And what I've uncovered in the 21 years since that turning point has completely transformed how I view life, how I perceive death, and everything in between. This isn't about impressing you or making myself seem wise. I'm telling you this because I'm running out of time, and there are truths you absolutely need to hear before it's too late. Not for me, my dear friend, for you. At the age of 52, I experienced what doctors politely call a cardiac event, which is just a fancy way of saying my own heart decided to try and kill me. One moment I was in a meeting, droning on about quarterly projections, and the next, the room began to spin uncontrollably. The very next thing I remember was waking up in a stark hospital bed, tubes tethered to my arms, and my wife, her face stained with tears, sobbing quietly in the corner. The doctor said I was lucky. I had just come face to face with my own mortality, staring it down in the most terrifying way imaginable, and they called it luck. But you know what? They were absolutely right, because lying there in that hospital bed, with nothing to do but think, to truly think, I realized something terrifying. I had been living my entire life on autopilot. I wasn't genuinely alive. I was merely going through the motions, robotically checking off boxes, desperately trying to fulfill everyone else's endless expectations. And here's the thought that still haunts me to this very day. If I had died that afternoon, if my heart had stopped permanently, what would I have truly left behind? A nice house? A comfortable retirement account? A dusty collection of professional achievements that no one would remember in even 5 years? Let me tell you the biggest, most destructive lie you're probably whispering to yourself right now. I have time. I'll do that later. When I'm older, then I'll finally live the life I truly want. I look at people in their 20s, their 30s, even their 40s, and they all echo the same sentiments. When I earn more money, then I'll be happy. When I get that promotion, then I'll relax. When the children are grown, then I'll travel the world. When I finally retire, then I'll do what I love. Please let me save you 50 years of crushing regret with one simple, undeniable truth, that someday never actually comes. Do you know why? Because the goalposts relentlessly keep moving. You achieve one promotion, and suddenly you're convinced you need the next. You make more money, and just as swiftly, you feel the need for even more. You're forever chasing something that perpetually remains just out of reach. And before you know it, you're 70 years old, looking back and wondering where your precious life simply went. I lived this way. I spent 30 grueling years climbing a corporate ladder, only to reach the top and realize with a sickening jolt that it had been leaning against the entirely wrong wall all along. And the most heartbreaking part? You can't simply climb back down and start over. Time, my friend, does not work that way. Here's another profound truth nobody bothers to tell you when you're young. Success, as conventionally defined, is a terrible, empty goal. And I say this as someone who achieved everything I meticulously set out to achieve. I made partner at my prestigious firm. I bought the sprawling house. I commanded the respect of all my colleagues. And you know what? None of it truly mattered. You achieve your grand goal, and for about 48 fleeting hours, you feel absolutely amazing. Then, almost imperceptibly, that feeling fades. You're back to your baseline, needing a new goal, a bigger achievement, more validation. It's a relentless hamster wheel, and you're trapped on it. I had a dear friend who passed away 3 years ago at 68. He worked 70-hour weeks his entire adult life. He built a multi-million-dollar business from the ground up. He never once took a real vacation. He kept promising himself he'd slow down next year. But next year arrived and he suffered a massive stroke. At his funeral, his son stood up and said with a quiet sorrow, "My father was a successful man, but I barely knew him." Is that, I ask you, the legacy you truly wish to leave behind? Your deepest regrets in life won't be about the things you did wrong. They'll be about the things you never did at all. I don't lie awake at night agonizing over failed business deals or poor investment choices. Those don't matter in the grand scheme. You know what keeps me up, gnawing at my soul? The trip to Japan I always dreamed of but never took because I was too busy. The precious relationship with my brother that I allowed to deteriorate due to neglect. The book I always wanted to write but never even started. The countless hours I didn't spend with my children because I was perpetually working late. These missed opportunities, these roads not taken, the love you didn't express, the risks you didn't embrace because you were afraid, these are the things that eat at you relentlessly as you get older. The people you cherish most, your parents, your siblings, your closest friends, you mistakenly believe you have an unlimited amount of time with them. You absolutely don't. And one day, far sooner than you can ever imagine, that invaluable time will simply run out. My father died when I was 45. We had a complicated relationship, and I was always too preoccupied, too busy to really work on it, to truly mend the cracks. I kept thinking we'd have time to talk, to connect, when my schedule was less hectic. We never got that chance. A heart attack, gone within hours. And you know my biggest regret? All the Sundays I didn't call him, all the times I was too tired to drive over for dinner, all the tiny, irreplaceable moments I carelessly let slip away. There won't always be more. After my own heart attack, I was forced to make profound changes. I stepped back significantly from work. I started learning the difficult but liberating art of saying no to things that truly didn't matter, and began enthusiastically saying yes to experiences I had foolishly put off for decades. In these last 21 years, I have learned more about the essence of life than I did in the entire 52 years preceding my wake-up call. What truly matters is embarrassingly, profoundly simple. Time spent with the people you deeply love. Work that feels genuinely meaningful to you, not to someone else's definition of success. Experiencing new things, truly immersing yourself rather than simply owning more possessions. Creating enduring memories. And above all, being fully, completely present in every moment. I know how simple that sounds. When I was your age, I would have rolled my eyes, scoffing, "Sure, old man, but I have bills to pay." And yes, you do. I'm certainly not telling you to quit your job and abandon all responsibilities. What I am telling you, with every fiber of my being, is do not, under any circumstances, sacrifice what truly matters for what ultimately doesn't. Here's a powerful question I want you to ask yourself, and I demand you answer it with absolute, unvarnished honesty. If you were to die tomorrow, would you be satisfied with the life you've lived so far? Not, would people be impressed by your eulogy? Not, did you achieve enough? Just, would you be satisfied? If the answer, even for a split second, is no, then what in the world are you waiting for? What are you doing with your precious limited time that is so unbelievably important that you're willing to gamble your one miraculous life on it? I'm 73 years old. I've been incredibly fortunate to maintain good health since that frightening heart attack. But every single morning when I wake up, I am acutely aware that I am living on borrowed time. We all are, truly. Yet most young people simply don't grasp this fundamental truth. They stride through life believing they are invincible, that they have forever. You don't. I have 3 beautiful grandchildren, and when I look at them, I see the same patterns, the same mistakes I see in most young people today. They're stressed, they're anxious, they're relentlessly chasing things that will never ever make them truly happy. They're making the very same mistakes I made. And I try, believe me, I try to tell them, I try to share the profound lessons I've learned. But you know what? They don't really listen. Not because they're bad kids, but because they can't. They're caught in the very eye of the storm right now. They can't see the bigger patterns yet. They believe their situation is unique, that the old rules, the old wisdom simply don't apply to them. That is precisely why I'm making this video. Because maybe, just maybe, if enough people hear this urgent message, someone will actually listen. Someone will make different choices. Someone will manage to avoid the crushing weight of regrets that relentlessly haunt people like me. Every single day, you are inevitably getting closer to death. Nobody enjoys thinking about this uncomfortable truth, but you do not have unlimited time, and neither do the people you profoundly love. Your parents, if they are still with you, are getting older every single day. One day, probably much sooner than you think, they simply won't be here. Your friends, your spouse, your children, none of these invaluable relationships last forever. So what, I ask you, are you going to do? Will you keep putting off that crucial phone call? Will you keep postponing that long dreamed of trip? Will you keep telling yourself you'll somehow make time for what matters later? Or are you going to wake up today, this very moment, and start living like your time is truly limited? Because it absolutely is. If I could go back and talk to my 30-year-old self, here's what I would scream from the rooftops: stop trying so desperately to impress people who genuinely don't matter. Stop sacrificing your precious health for the sake of your career. Stop putting off joy until some mythical someday. Stop waiting for someone else's permission to live the extraordinary life you truly desire. Instead, start calling your parents more often. Start taking those incredible trips you've always dreamed about. Start doing the things that genuinely scare you, for that's where growth lies. Start saying a firm, unapologetic no to obligations that drain your energy and vitality. And start saying a resounding yes to experiences that genuinely fulfill your soul. And most importantly of all, start now, not next year, not after this project is finished, not when you have more money or more time or more whatever. No, start now, because I promise you with every fiber of my being, the perfect time will never ever come. Life will always be gloriously messy and complicated and full of countless reasons to wait. But if you wait, I promise you, you'll wake up one day and realize with a profound sadness that you waited your entire life away. I'm 73. If I'm extraordinarily lucky, maybe I have 10 or 15 more precious years, perhaps 20 if I'm truly blessed, probably less. And you know what? I'm genuinely okay with that, because these last 21 years have been, without a shadow of a doubt, the richest, most vibrant years of my life. Not because I accumulated more wealth, but because I finally started living intentionally. I began appreciating every single day, every sunset, every smile. I finally prioritized what truly matters. I've traveled to breathtaking places I always yearned to see. I've deepened my invaluable relationships with my children and grandchildren, building bonds that will last forever. I've pursued hobbies I foolishly put off for decades. I've bravely forgiven people I held grudges against, liberating my spirit. I've said I love you countless times. I am genuinely happier now at 73, with demonstrably less time ahead of me than I ever was at 30, when I mistakenly believed I had all the time in the world. That, my friends, is the profound irony. When you truly understand that your time is fundamentally limited, you actually start to live. You stop wasting precious moments. You stop postponing joy, convincing yourself it can wait. You stop waiting for the right time, and instead, you start creating it. You have a profound choice right now, today. You can keep living the way you're living, chasing some elusive vision of success, continually putting off happiness, telling yourself you'll finally make time for it later. Or you can truly wake up. You can realize that time is running out far faster than you could ever imagine, and the rich, fulfilling life you're waiting to live absolutely needs to start now. I can't make this difficult choice for you, but I can tell you, with the weight of my 73 years, you absolutely do not want to be my age, looking back, wishing you had made entirely different choices. Please don't waste 52 years figuring this out the hard way. Learn from my mistakes. Live intentionally. Prioritize what truly matters. Stop waiting for someday. Someday, I promise you, is today. It always has been. If this message resonates deeply within your soul, please share this video. Leave a comment, tell me what profound change you're going to make differently, and subscribe, because I have many more truths to share, and as you now know, not much time left. The clock is ticking. What are you going to do with your incredibly precious time?